Guys, so today's adventure we are off to Fort Edmonton Park in Edmonton. It's a historical village. A lot of towns kind of have these and put these together. We're going to go and give you a little tour of what they do here. We come here all the time. Season pass holders, there's always lots of fun stuff to do. So let's walk around and have a look. So they've got this little setup down here where they've put basically like a 1920s midway together. We'll get through the town that's over that way, but it's kind of fun. It's all old-fashioned stuff. So sounds like I am Ferris wheel bound. Now this is an actual 1920s Ferris wheel. So my oldest son, Steven over there, says he's too cool. He's too old to go on the Ferris wheel with Dad, even though I'm gonna go anyway. So I get to go with these guys.
I'm going by myself.
You wanna go by yourself?
I'm going with you.
Yeah, so I've got one that wants to go with me.
I can't go on with you. It's a 2-person.
Oh, but you would go on with me though.
Yeah.
Hey, and Abigail, are you excited? Yeah? What's your favorite part about the Ferris wheel?
You.
Me? Oh, that's sweet, honey. So there's a bit of a lineup behind us right now, but should be a couple more minutes and it'll be our turn to get in. So this thing actually gets going pretty quick. I don't know if it looks that fast from where we are, but when you're on that thing, it feels pretty fast. It doesn't bother me. My wife is terrified of this thing. And we'll see how sunburnt I get by the end of the day. So it's just about our turn, guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
What?
How's the Ferris wheel business treating you?
Not bad.
I hear it has its ups and downs.
It does have
Yuck, yuck.
Round and round we go. And this old carousel is a lot of fun. The kids love coming to the midway before we see the rest of the park. It's the first thing we do every time we come here. A few more trips around and then it's off to see the rest of the park.
So since we're stopped at the top of the Ferris wheel here, I thought I'd give you a little history of this park. It was built in the 1970s to commemorate the fur trade that we had here. And they built a miniature, well, not a miniature, they built a full-scale replica of the Hudson's Bay Company trading fort. Since then, they've added on, they kind of go up through time. So you're supposed to take the train and it goes all the way back in time and then you walk your way forward. We kind of do the opposite trip so we can do the Ferris wheel and stuff first. But yeah, it's grown quite a bit, and this is I believe they're closing down for a year or so while they renovate. So we wanted to come out and enjoy it this summer, and next year it should be bigger and better than ever. That sounds like the sounds of joy coming from the swings. So normally the kids go on this ride too, the swings, but Abigail, do you want to go on this time around? On the swings? No? Steven, you want to go on the swings? Yeah, they got all nice and dizzy last time they went on. I went on there once and yeah, it was not good times for Dad. But they have decided to go on the carousel. So we're gonna go and check this out and go get a spot in line. Okay, go get a spot in line, honey. You're never too big for the carousel.
Your name for your horse is Mr. T. And you're a guy.
Yeah, these horses all have names. There's Jason behind me. So yeah, we're gonna go for a little round.
But after a few trips around on the carousel, it was time to quit horsing around and go look at some of the other attractions they have at this cool carnival. So off we go to see what the midway games are and have some fun with the kids.
Hey, you got one.
Well, I have one. Last one.
Good job. You got one more to go. Oh, you tried to murder that last one and you already got it. So Abigail is going to attempt to knock the wooden milk bottles down.
Take 2 steps back. And there you go. And one more.
Ooh, good job. Oh. How long can you walk on that for, Steven?
Probably the whole time if she was pushing for us.
Mommy, don't pass him.
Hold this, Daddy. No, I won't.
Okay, you going to try? And here's the Motordrome where they've got some of the old cars. Now, all these old cars that are here run and drive, and I think you can just basically ask them to take you for a drive around the park and they'll do it for you. It's pretty cool.
Personally, I love the pre-war motorcycles and have owned a couple pre-war cars myself. These ones are amazing. And now it's time for us to head down the road and check out some of the other buildings downtown. Off we go!
And there's all these little houses you can kind of walk through and see how they would have had them set up back in the old days. They are doing a pickling demonstration in the kitchen, so we're gonna walk through this old house and see what's going on.
So you can see that, do you see the liquid inside the jar? That's the brine. So that's what will turn these cucumbers into pickles. And then do you see the spices on top, those little round things? That's what will give it a nice good flavor. So once it's full, like this one, we'll seal it. We'll put it back into this boiling pot of water, and it'll seal completely. And then maybe a week or two later, we should have pickles.
So here's a popular spot. All these people are outside because what? There goes the old car. What's inside here, guys? Why is there such a lineup?
It
says drugs on it.
Haha. No, they're not here for the drugs. They're here for the ice cream, which is where we're going.
Luckily, there was no lineup inside.
Do you think that's what Smurfs taste like? Like bubblegum ice cream? So if you saw a cute little Smurf walking by and he was like, "Help me," but you knew he tasted like that, would you still eat him?
Yes.
Oh, that's vicious.
Wait, no, I wouldn't eat them. I would put bubblegum in them first.
No, and then you'd eat him?
Yeah.
Okay, apparently my kids are vicious savages that would eat cute little Smurfs as long as they tasted good. Yeah. This is the Ukrainian bookstore. A lot of people know Edmonton's early settlers. A lot of them were from Ukraine or Russia or Poland. So there's a lot of Ukrainian heritage over here. And this is a little shop where you can buy stuff. Some of the old penny and coin operated machines. They have the one there. There it is. Electric test. Jeez. So Melissa's brother Ben tried that out. They had that plugged in. You used to be able to walk up to it. And yeah, it's like full on electricity flowing through his body. He was not happy. But what else to do for fun in the old days? Fire weapons at things. So this time he's aiming for the can so he can hear if he gets it. Oh yeah, you got it. See, now we know you got it. Good job. So I've learned something. Both of my boys, right there, are pretty good shot with the gun. What'd you guys get?
We both got a bullseye.
Yeah, so they hung a can from the ceiling and they both got it on their first shot. So I guess if we ever get invaded by little small zombies that are the size of a tin can, we are in good shape. So we're gonna continue walking through town and head off and see what else we can see.
We gotta keep rolling. We're headed back through town and off to the Wild West version of Edmonton. But first, we have to make a little stop with the kids.
So there's lots to do here other than sightseeing. There's a whole town you can walk around in, but there's also a playground and park and tons of stuff for kids to do. So we're gonna catch up with my kids, which are over at the playground here. And we're gonna go back in time to the old fort after this and hopefully catch a train back to the front gate and call it a day. Hey, you ready? Here we go. You guys, girls ready? So if I get right to the bottom, it'll make them bounce. There's a rubber tire underneath me. They like it when I bounce. No, they don't like it. Okay, I'll go nice. Yeah, you keep pumping from the well. Don't walk in the mud though. And we have managed to walk back in time to the 1800s now. What our town would have looked like when it was, you know, in its very early days. Horse and buggies and old saloons and all kinds of cool stuff. Kind of hard to believe that my great-grandma, who just passed away a few years ago, this is kind of what it was like when she was a kid. She remembers when there was no cars and people just got around on horses. That wasn't that long ago, but it feels like forever ago. So I don't know what the town where you grew up looked like when it first started, but Edmonton started off as a fur trading fort, like I mentioned earlier on. And yeah, let me give you a little tour of what it looked like. So originally started by the Hudson's Bay Company, now a big department store. The industry around here was built on trading furs with the indigenous peoples, and they would trade them for blankets and hats and all kinds of things when the silk hats were big. So this would have been the main lodge of the house. It's surrounded by a big wooden wall, just in case they had to get any, little fights or anything going on, they'd be safe in here. Some of the tradesmen and people would live around the edges, and then they would have a little fur trade facility where you'd go and trade your furs and pelts. So yeah, this is only, a couple hundred years ago.
Genuine, because the style, people would buy knockoffs and such. But if you want completely beaver felt, fine felt, ostrich feather on the rim, it's 350, 400 pounds.
That's the whole reason why, if you look at the Edmonton municipal flag, we have the beaver on it, is because this town was founded on the beaver pelt. Any person.
Everything's made out of this beautiful wood. I always liked log cabins and log buildings. So what's around the corner, Jason? Let's go down this way. This way. Yeah. So this would have been, I think, living quarters and office up here. So there's one of the old bedrooms. Hudson's Bay blanket right there.
And there's another door that you could have went. What's in here?
That's another bed. So they didn't have
Can I
that.
tell you what the bowl's for?
What's the bowl for?
If you have to go to the washroom really bad.
Oh, that's the one on the floor.
Yes.
Do you know what it's called?
Pee bowl.
No, chamber pot.
Yeah, chamber pot.
And you'd wash your face in the one up there. You wouldn't want to get those two mixed up, would you, in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
I think these guys have not checked their gutters in a while. There's a little bit of grass growing up there. And this is replicating the activity that would happen outside of the fort, with the traders and trappers meeting up and bringing their wares down to the fort to trade and sell. The end of a long day. These guys are all getting pretty tired, so we are gonna load up on a streetcar, hopefully, and then head back to the car and call it a day.
So onto the trolley and back towards home. We parked at the very beginning of the lot here, and this trolley is going to take us right near the front doors. The next time this place is open, it's going to be 2 years from now, and my son Steven's going to be 15. Hopefully he'll still want to come out with us and do this kind of stuff. We're going to enjoy today and have a lot of fun doing it.
So it's the end of what's another gorgeous day up here in Canada. For all those people who think it's just a barren wasteland of frozen tundra, you're incorrect. Well, it is part of the year, but it's absolutely stunning right now, and we've had a great day. So hopefully you like these little videos. If you do, please subscribe. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram and our website, curiosityedmonton.ca. But thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.